Hello, everybody, to my presentation about the bubonic plague. Well, let's get started, shall we? So, what it is, the bubonic plague is a virus. The bacteria in it is the Yersinia pestis, and you can get this virus by, getting bitten by a flea. You have there at the bottom the MLA 1 and 5.1. So, who is this person who discovered it? Alexander Yersin, who was born in 1863 and died in 1943, was, the famous man who discovered the Yersinia pestis. You can see Yersin, Yersinia pestis. And he was a French and Swiss psychician, MLA 6. So, symptoms. You can get fever, headache, chills, weakness, one or more swollen, painful lymph node, which are called buboes. Here to the image to the right, you can also tell that you can get vomit, swelling, and quite a lot of other things. The MLA is 4. So, how to protect yourself? Well, you should stay away from dead or infected animals because they can pass you the virus. You should also fill up holes in your house to prevent small animals from getting in, that being either rats, mice, squirrels, etc. You should also clean your yard so that you don't attract any animals, therefore increase the chance of getting infected. The MLA is 5 part 2. So before, in the mid 1300s, I would tell an infected patient to say goodbye. This is because if the patient has already been infected for 3 days, they have an 80% chance of dying. And now there's antibiotics for this disease. Nowadays, I would tell the patient they have a higher chance of surviving than of dying. I say that because, like I said before, nowadays there's antibiotics. Before there wasn't. And if treated correctly, the patient nowadays has a very slim chance of dying. MLA 8BB. History. This plague originated in China in the year 1300. This plague killed over 25 million people worldwide. All of this in roughly 10 years. You can see that in the map how the plague was transmitted. Boats would leave from one place to the other. Rats would get on board, and once the boat settles in another place, the rats would leave and will transmit the virus to other people. The MLA is 7A. So cure. Now there's antibiotics, no vaccines, and you have ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin, moxifloxacin, and gentamicin. So, okay, ciprofloxacin has only been used 5 times because, like I said, these antibiotics are only nowadays. Before, when there was a lot more of this plague, they didn't exist. So ciprofloxacin has only been used 5 times, which worked all of the times. Levofloxacin helps you, but it's kind of like a shield, but for before. It helps you before you get it. Gentamicin works, but isn't approved by the FDA, who specializes in this type of thing. 8B is the MLA. Impacts of using science. There's 2 impacts: economic and political. So economic, because the usual and the less expensive one, antibiotics, is worth $200, which for some people is really expensive. Also, because you're forced to do a quarantine, which can make you lose your job or lose money. It is also political because people debate between which work, how efficient it is, and if they damage your body. Alright, so the disease affecting things. So this disease has destroyed towns, rural communities, families. Anything you can name of. It deserted whole areas because the rats came, and rats are still there, and those rats passed down the virus, so people left in order to not get the virus. 7B is the MLA. Sources. Here are my sources. Thank you for your attention.